Security here at the Community Correctional Center here in West Palm Beach is tighter. This walk has started. We started at the Friendship Missionary Baptist Church. We're now making our way north. This meeting is expected to happen just under 10 minutes. Take a look inside of this room. It is a packed house in here tonight.
A laser beam can distract my line of sight all the way from the ground.
A man from Key West is facing federal charges accused of plotting a backpack bomb attack. There's still a very heavy law enforcement presence out here. We're on Okeechobee Boulevard, where we've seen ambulances, sheriff's deputy vehicles just fly back and forth. PBSO says that they have to wait for an autopsy report before they can officially identify who these remains belong to. We're learning that 2 dogs also died during the shooting last night. No one at the house is talking. This mom telling me she's fearful now of being on the road. This after a man takes a crowbar, cracks her windshield, bangs on the hood of her car, all while her 2 children and her mother are in the car screaming.
He just hit the car part and bang, and bang.
This mom, who we're not identifying, still terrified of the man who did this to her car.
It's just a really bad case of road rage.
She says she was pulling out of this McDonald's in the Crest Haven Plaza last Monday when the driver behind her started honking his horn. She thinks it's because she was moving too slow. She says he got out of the car with a crowbar and she sped off, but didn't realize he followed her.
Turned around and circled back into the plaza. He ran up to my car, smashed the car, bashed the whole windshield of the car. As soon as he bashed the car window, we all went into a panic. The kids were screaming. My mom was bleeding.
The driver finally left, but not before this mom got his tag number and called 911.
You have no idea what the other person has capability of doing.
We've seen it happen before, like the driver in this video from January. West Palm Beach police say Cody Patrick Hayes intentionally hit this bicyclist during a road rage incident. Traffic homicide officer Carl Seifel says there are ways to avoid being a victim of road rage. Try going in a different direction or lock your doors and call the police if you feel trapped, but never ever provoke the other driver.
Looking at the person, screaming at the person, hand gestures, because all you do is escalate the situation and you're going to put yourself in more danger at that point in time.
That grandmother who was cut by the glass, she's reported to be okay. There were no other injuries reported. At last check, the sheriff's office still looking for this person responsible. Reporting live in Palm Springs, Jamela Nay for WPTV News Channel 5. Austin and Perry, they were very popular here in this part of the Jupiter Inlet. Everybody knew them. They say that they would see them on the water, rain or shine. But fishermen say Friday the water may have been a little rough, maybe just a little too rough for small boats. Captain James Dullen was on the water that Friday when he says he saw a nasty storm headed toward the Jupiter Inlet.
All the boats were racing towards the inlet.
All, he says, except 3.
I did see 3 boats come out. I seen 2 bigger boats come out of the inlet and go to the south. And then I seen 1 little boat, about the size of that one there, maybe a little bit smaller, come out and go north.
That 1 little boat, he says, had kids on it, possibly the same teenagers who are now missing. Austin Stefanos and Perry Cohen.
After the storm was gone, I turned around and looked back there, and it was kind of like this. It was nice out, but, you know, I had no idea what happened to them.
I see Austin come by and get gas all the time. He's always on the water.
Parker Greenwood, a fuel dock attendant at the inlet, knows one of the missing teens. He says Austin, like most teens, loves going out to fish.
Growing up here as a little kid, just everybody's always on the boat. That's what we do.
But Parker also knows that no one is immune to danger when storms roll in.
They could have knocked him off. They're in a small boat, so I mean, anything could happen when you're out there.
What one of these minimum security facilities look like, so we took a trip up to St. Lucie County.
Our security is very tight here in St. Lucie County.
Lieutenant Robert Hassey has been a St. Lucie County deputy for 2 decades. He oversees the prisoners who work on the farm located behind the county jail.
So they come out here and they work. As you can see, we've got inmates here doing all types of work.
All types of work with no fence, no barbed wire, and minimum security. Just like the Community Correctional Center in West Palm Beach, where 2 inmates escaped from this week. These inmates also leave the property to complete county projects. Lieutenant Hassey isn't worried.
They're checked when they leave their housing unit, then they're checked on the way out the door, and they're checked back here. I've been out here over 20 years doing this, and we've never had an escape. Never.
But an inmate has to qualify to get this type of freedom.
So what we have to do is find out what type of inmate we're dealing with. Do they have a criminal history? Are they a violent inmate versus a non-violent inmate?
Once separated, they're housed here together with no walls or cells in between. Deputies consider these inmates low risk.
These are all low security inmates, and now they've been sentenced, so they're going to be getting out in a few weeks. So they want to stay busy, they want to stay productive, they want to get ready to go back to work.
The search for Philippe Paulette here in West Palm Beach is still underway. Authorities say if you see him, to contact them. That's the latest here in West Palm Beach. I'm Jamel Ane for WPTV News Channel 5.